When you're a child, a single year feels like an eternity. Summer vacation stretches out into its own lifetime, providing endless hours to simply sit and wait. You have a surplus of time to be bored. Then the pace shifts. You blink and it's Friday again. Then it's December. Birthdays arrive without warning as the years begin stacking on top of one another with a speed that feels almost violent. There is a specific kind of unfairness in realizing this acceleration cannot be stopped. No external force exists to slow the clock down for you. Since time operates entirely outside of your control, the present moment becomes your only sanctuary. Anchoring yourself to right now is the only way to keep your life from dissolving into a blur. Most of us grew up believing that reaching adulthood would provide a set of answers, that eventually we'd acquire a map that makes everything clear. In reality, every person you see is improvising. Adulthood is a series of trials and errors, where people are simply guessing and adapting in real time. The successful individuals you admire are no different. They navigate their daily lives while managing the same persistent self-doubt you feel. Reaching age 25 or 40 doesn't provide a sudden influx of wisdom. It mostly just means you've had more practice at masking the confusion. We often stay paralyzed because we are waiting for a more capable adult to step in and fix the situation. But when you realize that every expert and authority figure is also just feeling their way through the dark, the hope for an outside rescue disappears. The responsibility defaults entirely to you. It is tempting to believe that if you just offer enough care, patience, or forgiveness, you can save someone from their own destructive patterns. But change is an internal choice. No amount of external pressure or support can force someone to shift their life until they decide to do it themselves. You can exhaust yourself trying to fix someone else's situation, only to realize they remain deeply attached to the habits holding them back. Stepping back and allowing someone to face the full weight of their own choices is often the most difficult, yet necessary action you can take. We have to accept that our influence over others has a hard limit. Effort alone cannot salvage every relationship, and realizing that brings a painful kind of peace. Humans have a psychological need for clean endings. We want a final conversation or a clear explanation that makes the loss of a friendship feel complete. Real life usually offers silence instead. Friendships often fade without a specific event, stretching thinner and thinner until you simply realize that person is no longer there. These connections aren't failures. They are temporary bridges. Some people are only meant to walk with you through a single chapter, and their departure is a natural part of the story. We imagine success as a finish line where problems stop, but crossing it reveals new demands. The athlete must defend their position. The creator faces constant pressure to maintain relevance. Challenges don't disappear, they evolve. You are simply trading one set of problems for another. Since difficulty is a permanent fixture of every level of success, trying to hide from it is a waste of time. Your focus belongs on the reality of the present. As children, we fantasize about a life with no rules. We imagine total control, where no one tells us when to sleep or how to spend our days. Actual freedom is heavy. When the rules disappear, you are left with the reality that every choice you make produces an inescapable consequence. You experience this duality every day. You can stay out as late as you want, but you are the one who has to face the exhaustion of the following morning. You are the one who determines the constraints of your own life. Real freedom exists as a total weight of responsibility. It is the realization that your life rests entirely in your own hands. No one is going to appear and drag you out. No one will force you to chase your goals or fix your habits for you. Your excuses and lack of discipline have the power to ruin your life. You can choose to sit still while your future crumbles, but that same agency allows you to build. The daily choices you make and the disciplines you keep are the only tools capable of creating the life you actually want. These realizations signal that the pen has finally been handed to you. The painful truths of adulthood are the beginning of your agency. Your future is unwritten, and you are the sole author.